We're so glad to have the opportunity to speak with you here on our new Member Focus.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell us about Feed and Things, but maybe start with how you got there.
Feed and Things Farm Store is something that was envisioned by my family, by our family. Probably started about 2 years ago when my brother-in-law and his wife bought the feed store there in Idalou, and then we had an opportunity as a family to purchase the old Higginbotham lumber yard, which is located there in Idalou as well. And we just saw that as a really good opportunity to merge the existing feed store into a very successful, strong lumber yard hardware store business that had been there for for decades in the community. And so that's how Feed and Things came about.
Tell us what do you have there?
We're really working very, very hard with farmers in the community to figure out what it is we need to do to care for farmers and their needs. So we are expanding our inventory on a very routine basis to not only make sure that we have quantities available that people need on a routine basis, but the actual items that more of our farmers in our community need. So you'll see some drip irrigation parts in there and some spray rig parts in there, and some things that are more along farm use in terms of irrigation supplies. So with that being said, we still have all the hardware we had previously. We still have all the the plumbing and the paint and all that stuff that was in the hardware store previously. We do carry a large selection of feed. We do carry round and square bales of coastal alfalfa and some wheat hay as well. And so basically, it's kind of a one-stop shop for feed, hardware, and farm supplies, as well as lumber.
And such a great idea, because a lot of these farmers come in and they want to get everything at once, and so they can stop there and get that. And another thing that might be good for you to let everyone know, even though you are in Idalou, that's very close to Lubbock.
It's real close. It took me 11 minutes to get here from my store this afternoon, so it's not very far at all. It's kind of a nice drive, actually, driving out to see what we've got. We do have a couple of unique items out there, some things that you won't find in Lubbock, primarily some unique selling points for us. One is our cedar fencing material, and we have a large selection of cedar fencing material on hand that includes stays as well as posts, and you'll see those used a lot for ranch fencing. We are kind of a sole source for that in the area. We have folks that come from as far out as Oklahoma and New Mexico to purchase from us. The other thing that we're really, really proud of, something that's kind of new to the store, is we carry CC Caldwell chalk and clay paint. And it is a specialty paint that you see a lot of folks are using right now, with the trend being on Pinterest and everything to redo furniture and have that kind of antique look. And we are the only distributor of that in Lubbock, Texas. We have done really, really well with that. We have a lot of folks that come in from Lubbock to purchase that. And we also offer classes where we teach people. I have an interior decorator that we work with, and she comes in and she teaches folks techniques and styles to utilize that paint.
Oh, I have to do that. That is awesome. So what about on the feed side of things? Do you work with any of the FFA?
We do. We supply, obviously being in Idalou, we have a large agricultural community there. Our FFA program at our local stock show is very successful. We really do work very diligently, I feel like, to reach out to the FFA programs in the surrounding communities to see if there's anything that we can do to provide them with what they need for their students and for their animals. And it's not just with the school districts and the FFA programs. We do that for all of our folks that have animals that shop with us on a routine basis. We will absolutely do whatever it takes to make sure that they've got what they need to take care of their animals.
Good. What about domestics like dogs and cats? Do you have any food for them?
We do carry some dog food and some cat food. It's one of those things where people are pretty particular about a brand, so you won't find a selection like you will at a big box pet store, but you will find some dog and pet food there. We do carry a full range of shots, boosters and puppy shots and all that stuff on hand, and some flea and tick collars and some medicated wash and some stuff like that. So yeah.
Very good. So you've just got it all. So
we've got a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Very good. Well, Mike, thank you so much for taking the time to come down here. We really look forward to a long, long relationship with Feed and Things.
All right. Thank you very much, Christy.